Guys, I have been sat here for the past hour trying to make an introduction and it's not working, so I'm just gonna scrap that and we're gonna get straight into the makeup. Anyway, I wanted to do a chit chat type style video whilst I am going to be doing my makeup. I'm going to be talking to you guys and updating you guys and just, you know, giving you guys exactly the lowdown on what's been going on in my life in the past year and why I have not filmed, posted, nothing in over a year. But I wanted to give you guys a quick introduction before I get started, but it's not working, you guys, and I have a feeling that I'm just going to be doing this for the entire day. So let's just get started. Today I'm going to be doing a monochromatic makeup look, soft glam. It's been trending so much on social media lately and I thought you guys would enjoy seeing it and I'm excited. Let's get started, you guys. I already did my brows because, well, I think I'm going to try to film an updated brow routine soon, but for now I'm just going to focus on the skin and everything else. So first up, I'm going to be taking my SuperStay foundation for Maybelline. This is still my favorite foundation and I love it so much. I'm just going to do a very light look, so I'm going to do one pump. And I'm going to taking one of these brushes that I love so much. I actually got these brushes from Takealot. It was a set and I'm going to link it down in the description box. So I'm just going to use this brush to buff it onto my face. I'm going to take a finger and put this on my face. Like I said, I'm going to do a very light look today. That's what I've been doing lately anyway. And then I'm going to buff this in with the brush. So you guys, I have been gone for the longest time ever. And I'm so sad because in that time I've missed so much. So many new products came out. So many things happened in the beauty industry and I feel like I've missed out on all of those things. But you guys, I really could not help the situation. You guys, I have learned so much in the past year about myself. I've learned so much in the past year about life. I've learned so much in the past year about the beauty of independence, and I feel like I'm so grateful for all those things. But if I said it was not hard, I'd be lying to you guys. When I last filmed the video, I was back home for the holidays in December over a year ago, and I got back in Cape Town and my laptop broke and I had to have it taken in order for it to be fixed. I'm going to make sure to blend this out nicely. I'm going to put it towards my hairline as well. So I took my laptop in to get fixed and that took such a long time, and before I actually got it back I moved out of the place where I was staying and I moved in with my sister. And at my sister's place I really could not film anything because and I feel like this is such a hard thing to try to explain to a person that doesn't really know or rather doesn't do YouTube videos, because it's so hard for people to understand that like filming a video is way more than just sitting in front of the camera and talking or doing whatever it is that your content is about. You need to have a decent background, you need to have a quiet place, and you really don't need any disturbances, because I'm sure all of us are just interested in putting out the best possible content that we can. And if you don't do YouTube, it's so hard for people to understand that, because when I try to explain to people as to why I was not filming or putting out a video, I could tell that people didn't understand, but they'd be like, oh, okay. And it used to be so frustrating because I was already frustrated by myself by the fact that I'm not putting out anything. But then, you know, I wish like they would have just understood so that, like, you know, they can make me feel better somehow. But that's not the point. So in my sister's place I really could not film because of the space and because I was already imposing on my sister. My sister stays with her man and her 2 kids, and I mean the youngest one is just over 2 years old, and there was no quiet time around her, and she loved hanging out with me so much. Literally I'll be in the room and she'd always come in and lie right next to me. So I knew me having to be in the room, closing the door, asking her to be kept like outside of the room was going to be a struggle, and it just would have never happened, guys. I'm just gonna make sure to blend the foundation down my neck as well because we want it to be blended. You guys, I feel like I need to say this. I see so many people who have makeup on and people still don't blend their foundation down their neck. You guys, you can't just put foundation on your face and just leave it on your jawline, like with that line over there. You really need to blend it down. But as I was saying, you guys, so I moved in with my sister, and when I moved in with my sister, I really did not plan on staying with her for that long. It was supposed to be like a month-long stay to max, whilst I was still trying to find my own place to stay. Because when I moved out of my own place, I hadn't thought that I would be moving in with my sister. I thought I would move in into another place, but at that time I couldn't find any decent place. So I was like, okay, instead of me just rushing and moving in into a place that I'm not really into, let me just move in with my sister and look while I'm at my sister's place. So I'm going to take my LA Pro Girl concealer in the shade Fawn, and I'm going to apply that underneath my eyes to cancel out the dark marks underneath there. I'm not going to be doing a lot of highlighting today. I'm just going to make sure to put it over my top lip, and I'm going to put it on my forehead just a tiny bit. Yeah. And I'm going to be using the same brush that I was using earlier to blend out. So as I was saying, guys, I moved in with my sister because I was trying to find a place, and then it turned out to be over a year-long stay with my sister, and it was the hardest time for me, because the reason why I couldn't move out is because I couldn't afford to get myself my own place. And in that period, I feel like I have learned so much about myself. I've learned so much about being independent. I've learned so much about pushing and not being comfortable just doing one thing. And even though it was the hardest time, I am so grateful, because right now I'm in the best place that I've ever been in my life. And I feel like if I hadn't gone through what I had gone through last year, I would never be where I am right now. And that's the beauty of going through challenges, because as hard as they may be, or as hard as the situation may be, you come out on the other end smarter and wiser. And I feel like that's the case with me, because before that I was just going to work and I'd come back home. I was making enough to be able to afford where I'm staying, all those things, and then I wasn't really pursuing any other thing, like any other thing where I could make more income out of, like a second income or a third income type of situation. I was doing YouTube, yes, but YouTube for me, and like I started YouTube before it became a trend in South Africa, and I always did it because I wanted to do it. And even now I'm still doing it because I want to do it. It has nothing to do with making money, not that I'm making money off of it anyway, because my following is still very small. But I would do this for the next 5 years, 6 years, even if I don't make a dime out of it, because it's something that I love doing. I'm not doing it for the popularity of it. I'm not doing it in order to make more money. I'm just simply doing it because I love doing it, and it makes me feel good about myself. So I was just relaxed at that time in my life. I wasn't doing anything. I was just comfortable just waking up, going back to work, coming back home, doing YouTube, and that was just my routine. And when the challenges came last year and I couldn't afford to have my own place, whew, it was so hard. It was so hard, you guys, and it put me in a place where I was just like, I cannot continue living my life like this. I simply cannot continue with just going to work and being happy with just the little money that I'm making from my job. And I pushed so hard, and you know when you push so hard and things happen, and I would pray so hard, and when things start working out and you think to yourself, why didn't I do this sooner? But then I always tell myself, if I had done anything different sooner, then I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I've learned. Because from last year, I knew that I would never, like, swear to God, I would never put myself in a situation ever again where I need to depend on anyone for money, whether it be my parents, whether it be my partner, whether it be my siblings. I would never put myself in that situation again. And I would never put myself in a situation again where I'm comfortable, where I'm not trying my best, and where I am not pushing myself to the utmost. Because the minute that I started putting in a little bit of effort into other things started working out. And I'm thinking to myself, so all these years I've been relaxing and I've had all the resources to make myself better and greater, and I wasn't doing any of those things. I was just relaxing. And now when I was in a dire situation, it's only then where I'm like, oh my god, I've wasted so much time, I've wasted so much money in the past years because I was just relaxing and not building myself up. So that was the situation last year, and it just made me have bigger appreciation on life and the people that I have around me, and what purpose those people have in my life. Like, sometimes we outgrow things and we outgrow people and we outgrow situations, and I feel like last year I just realized that I really don't need to have any unnecessary people in my life. I really do not need to have any situations in my life that don't make me happy, that don't improve my life, or that don't make me a better person. And most of all, I do not need to be just sitting around with other people just for the sake of it, and I'm not getting anything out of that. And not only that, but I also feel like I've had some issues in terms of friendships too. And as hard as that is, because sometimes we depend on our friends so much, because sometimes our friends are our support system depending on how close they are to us. But sometimes you just feel like if something is meant to be, it will be, and if a friendship is meant to break, it will break. And I feel like boy, it's easy to just get over breaking up with someone, because you're like, okay, the person did this to me and they were not making me happy, this and that. But the breakup of a friendship is just something else, because there are hardly any situations which are cut and dry with the break of a friendship, you know. Like, you don't feel like, okay, no, it's fine, I'll just find another friend, because that's not something easy to do. Like, having a friend is not something that you can just get easily, like, as compared to having a man, you know. And I feel like last year I also learned that if some people are not meant to be in your life anymore, then they're just not meant to be in your life. And it was hard at first, I remember, but I feel like those are all the situations that just made me grow and that just made me like a better person. So you guys, I'm just going to be taking my Illegal Pro powder, and it's in the shade Banana Yellow, and I am just going to be using it to set where I put the concealer. I'm going to be using my tiny EcoTools brush to set my face. I'm just going to set on my forehead as well. I'm going to sit underneath my eyes. I'm just going to make sure I don't put any powder in this region over here. And now for my bronzer, I'm going to be using this Fit Me Maybelline powder. This is actually the powder that goes with the Fit Me foundation, but I'm going to use it as a bronzer because it's pretty dark, so I feel like it's going to do the job. I'm going to be taking my EcoTools brush. This is the big fluffy one. I'm just going to dip into it, tap off the excess, and just use it to bronze around my face. So you guys, with all of that said, I'm so excited for this year. I feel like this year I'm going to be achieving so much, and I feel like I'm going into this year with a much clearer vision of what I want to achieve. I want to put in so much focus on my YouTube channel. I want to put in so much effort onto my Instagram. and I really want to put in so much effort in other aspects of my personal life as well. So you guys, I was actually thinking that I should start vlogging, but the thing is I don't really have a vlogging camera, so I was thinking of perhaps using my phone, and I'm not sure how that will turn out, but I think I'm going to try it out. But what I'm going to be vlogging is like a college week in my life type of thing, because I actually went back to school this year as well, because I really want to like better myself in every aspect. And my father has been bugging me to go back to school and I'm just gonna go back and finish up my BTech. I actually had classes already, so I'm thinking the next time I have classes I can actually try to vlog in that week, because other than that, you guys, my life is pretty boring to say the least. Like, I don't really have exciting things happening, so I feel like if I wouldn't be doing a college week in my life, I probably wouldn't have any content for my vlogs. So I'm going to try doing that with my iPhone, and I'm going to see how it's going to work. If it doesn't turn out so well, I'm probably not gonna post the video. But if it does turn out well, I'm definitely gonna post it, and then you guys, I think you guys should probably comment in the section down below if I should do that college week in my life video, because if you guys are interested in it, I can definitely try it out. So now onto my eyes, I'm gonna take this blending brush, and this is the Morphe brush set that I bought from what's the name of this online shop that sells makeup here in South Africa? I forgot it, but I'm going to link it down in the description box below. I'm going to go into the powder that I was using earlier, and then I'm just going to dip the brush in the powder, and I'm just going to use this on my crease. So yeah guys, tell me down below if you guys are interested in seeing me vlog my college week in my life. But with that, it's I only have classes for 2 days out of the week, and only for 1 week out of the month. So I'm not quite sure what I'll do to fill out that vlog. Maybe I can just vlog those 2 days and we see how it goes. But if you're interested, definitely tell me down below in the comment section and I'll do that. And that's gonna be interesting, you guys, because I've never vlogged before, and like I said, my life is pretty boring, but I can try to make it more interesting for you guys. Other than that, there isn't really much going on in my life. I feel like my life was much more interesting when I was staying with my sister, even though I couldn't film anything because I used to have so many things to do. But now that I'm staying by myself, there isn't much to do other than school and YouTube, church, which I'm trying to get back into again this year, and that's pretty much it. Okay you guys, so with this powder, I'm just using it on my crease, and I'm using it with this brush. It's not supposed to be as visible, but I'm just laying it down as a sort of like base. And then I am gonna go into my GRWM palette. This palette I actually bought whilst I was still filming, and this is the natural and berry eye color palette. I actually like this palette a lot because it has really good shades. I'm gonna start off with this shade over here, and I don't think any of these shades have names. I'm just gonna continue using the brush that I was using. I'm gonna dip into that shade over there, and I'm gonna put that on the crease. This shade isn't so visible as well because it's very close to my skin tone, but it's definitely making a difference, especially on top of that powder. Also you guys, I want to try out so many fun things for my channel. I'm not just gonna be about clothes and makeup anymore. I'm just gonna be like whatever it is that I really want to do. I think I am gonna be doing a tasting international snacks video as well pretty soon, because my sister just came back from Thailand and I asked her to bring me some snacks, and she actually did, so I'm supposed to be receiving those pretty soon. So I thought I would ask a friend of mine to come and sit with me so that we can do that video, because I think that would be so much fun. So yeah you guys, you can look forward to that as well. I think it will be pretty fun. And my friend likes not junk food, but she loves sweets. so I feel like she'll be a good person to sort of judge, because I'm not really into eating sweets. Chips maybe, but I wouldn't say I'm really into that kind of stuff. So I feel like having a second person sitting next to me, us talking about, well, basically anything and everything, and eating stuff and judging them would be a very good idea. So next up, I'm going to go into this shade over here, but now this shade is much darker than what I have on my eye right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same brush, because this brush, even though it is a blending brush, but it's much thinner, it's not like the flayed out one. So if I want to keep this shade directly on my crease, this brush will actually help me with that. So I'm going to dip into it just a tiny bit, because these shades are very pigmented, and I'm going to put most of it here on the outer corner. Dip into it again, and at first I'm going to tap it in, and I'm going to push it into my crease and go towards the inner corner of my eye. Tap it downwards, push it into the crease, and blend towards the inner corner. I don't want this color to be all over my eyelid. Then I'm going to pull it out just a tiny bit. And I'm not going to take this color towards my inner corner completely. I'm just going to stop about there, more or less where my brow is starting to curve. So now I'm going to take this eye pencil, this one over here, and it's brown in color. This is just a random eye pencil that I bought in one of those cosmetic shops that you find randomly in the mall, and this one is brown in color. I'm just going to use this to do a wing liner. I'm just going to draw a line from up here and then connect it to my lower lash line, and then draw a line from there and connect it to my upper lashes. This doesn't have to be perfect, because I'm going to blend this out again using a brush with a bit of shadow. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to dip it back into my W7 palette, and I'm going to go back into that brown shade over there. I'll use that for blending on my lower lash line. Then I'm gonna go back into my palette and I'm gonna take this brown shade over here with my finger, and I'm just gonna use this to put all over my lid, well, the inner part of my lid anyway. Then I'm going to take this flat shader brush and I'm going to go back into the palette and I'm going to dip into this shade over here. Both of these last two shades that I was using are matte, and then I'm just going to use that to highlight underneath my brow. Then I'm going to take my Revlon Ultimate All-in-One mascara and I'm going to apply this on my lashes. And I'm going to apply it on my bottom lashes as well. For lashes today, I'm going to be using these cheap pair of lashes that I found in the same cosmetic stores that you just find randomly at the mall. Now for highlight, I'm going to take my MAC highlighter and I'm going to take my blush brush from Eco Tools and I'm going to dip it into the highlighter and I'm just going to highlight at the top of my cheeks and then on my forehead and on my chin like that. Then I'm going to take my flat shader brush that I was using to highlight my brow bone and I'm going to use that to highlight on my nose. Then use my finger to blend it down. And then for my lips, I'm going to go in with this LA Girl chocolate lip liner. And this is actually my favorite lip liner at the moment. I'm just going to use it to line my lips. Now for lipstick, I'm going to be using this Avon Mark Liquid Lip Lacquer and this one is matte in the shade Dare to Be Bare. I'm going to apply this at the center. Now to finish off the look, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Lasting Fixing Spray, but I don't like how this particular spray nozzle works, so I put it onto the previous SuperStay setting spray bottle that I had because this one applies it perfectly. So I'm just going to spray this all over my face. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video and thank you so much for tuning in and for watching. I had so much fun filming this video and I was so happy to be filming after such a long time. So if you guys liked the video and the makeup look, please go ahead in the comments down below and let me know, and also give the video a big thumbs up. Also guys, if you're interested in seeing those college week in my life vlogs, please let me know in the comment section and I'll be bringing them to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really had so much fun and I'll see you guys on the next one.